So, welcome to this New Year Web-Satsang. It is a great joy to connect with you for this new year. This is exciting times we live in, right? We are going into some changes in our world. And New Year's is always a good time to just get together and take some intentions. Like focus your energies a little bit, because we are changing the number that we associate with of the time that we live in. So we are soon leaving the 2019 identity, right? And we're going into a year that, personally, I've been waiting for this year for many, many years. Even before the 2012, for some reason, I was more focused on the 2020. Maybe because I thought it's a cool number. I don't know, I'm into numbers, I like that. So I'm like super excited about this year. I don't know what it's going to hold for us, but I believe there'll be some surprises coming up. And what I've learned is that anything that comes to us, like a little surprise, it's something that makes a shift and change. So even if those surprises were like pulling the rug under you, right? That's how it can be sometimes. Let me just check. Yeah. That's when the change starts manifesting, because you have to be like, oh, wake up. And this thing we call the awakening is that of a phenomenon that we start to lose our sense of false identification, right? We move from our experience that we are this person, this identity with I am this or I am that. And then we're trying to fit in to an image of who we projected ourselves to be. That is how most of this world is based on that, right? We have projected an image of ourselves that keeps changing then for every year that we also identify with, because we're getting older. So we go, okay, now I'm this age, okay. Then you change your picture of yourself, or something happens to you, then the identity change. You get education, or you get a new job, or you get married or something, and they change your name, and it's fun. But there's something underneath all of that. And that's what I want to speak about. And that's what this satsang is dedicated into. That which is beyond that, or that is holding that experience. And that is playing with that experience. Like we pick up a ball of light and just like, you know. Our consciousness is magic. You know, our consciousness will make itself into any projections that we have. Our minds and our thinking process, and more than that, our identification process is very powerful, because it dictates our picture of reality. So this is what we're going to focus into today, with some processes for you to follow along in. The whole thing about awakening and this thing we call oneness, or a one consciousness, where your consciousness is expanding, it's all about our experience of it. That's why it's not written many books about it. There's more people's experiences that we have written. I've written a couple of books about my experiences through this. But there's no handbook like 1, 2, 3, and then you step 4, because the mind would like that. The mind is very useful to have in contemplation and just for various things in our world. So it's not that we're going to lose the mind, but what we do lose is a sense of identity. And that's when the liberation starts happening, like the wings of freedom, or it's like a cracking of, you know, like you have, your head is like cement, like this is who I am, and you look in the mirror, and even that, we think we are 2D sometimes, right? We're like, yeah, this is who I am, and then you go, we don't even realize we are a 3D being. We can't really imagine, unless we see ourselves on film, we're like, okay, you know, all of that is like it's cracking. It's like we are some, like a statue, third-dimensional statue of yourself, right? Wouldn't that be cool? And then you just go like, it's cracking. The pieces are coming together. I work with cranium. I'm a craniosacral therapist. I work with people's cranium. I see people with their cranium. You have 22 different bones. So for me, it's a natural image to have that. Oh, the bones are like coming apart and the light is coming out. I'm a mystic. I see things in pictures, and that's how I speak. So, but sometimes when we speak of the pictures or images that we get, and I don't think it's something very strange. I think actually everyone does that, more or less. I mean, how else would you talk? You get some kind of image, some kind of feeling or image, and then you speak that out. So what I'm interested in to share with you is a super great tool that I discovered many years ago, and that also belonged to the ancient technology of consciousness. So it's something that has been done for thousands of years, and it was brought here as a gift. And modern science is also discovering it and putting it together more scientific. So for those of us that are not seeing things in pictures or images or mystical universe, we want to see things as scientific. I think we all have both sides of the brains, right and left brain. We want to have some data, but we're also mystics, right? We are kind of open to that mystical aspects of us, but the left brain of reason, the engineer in us. My father is an engineer, and they're all chemists and engineers and academics. So it's good. I'm very grateful for that. But I came in with a different agenda, it seems. And this is the agenda that I want to share. What I have discovered is also through the lens of this academic side of the brain that was kept in stores somewhere there in the left side. It's kind of cool, actually, to use the whole brain in a different way than we were before. Maybe and before, in the history of mankind, we were either going for the right brain perception, seeing more of the colors, pictures, images, the like music, dancing, expression, art, right? Or there's been times, maybe just we are leaving that time, or we recently came into the time, where the left brain, the male side of our logic, analysis, that's what we put up there. That's the way we see the world. It's just that that part is kind of cracking now, right? We can't, at least I came in with that picture. It can't be like that has all the answers, right? And like what Einstein said, you can't find the answer to the question from the same place where the question came. It needs to be left, that area needs to be left. And he was known to leave the contemplation which is needed, to go out, have party, dancing, doing this and that. And then he came back and the answer was there. So I believe that is using the whole brain, both brain halves. And I even read a study with Einstein's brain, as they saved his brain and looked at what was different with his brain, since he was seen as such a genius. It's interesting to study his brain. It was actually the line between the right and the left brain half, in his case, was very thin. So that goes to an indication that perhaps higher intelligence can reach us as we start utilizing that bridge between the right and the left brain. So there is something to this that is of value for us to look into. And that's what we're going to have our own experience of today. I mean, we can read scientific books, and that's interesting, but we need to put it into our own life. Hook it into our own life experience, because only then does it bear fruit for us. So in this satsang we're going to do some guided processes that you can use for this new exciting 2020 year and beyond. To be ready for the surprises. You know, the surprises, even now, you can feel it in the air. The other day here at the Ramlösa, it was actually yesterday, there was a big explosion. And it was such a big explosion. Somebody had put an explosive out on the street somewhere. But I was up in the bathroom in the middle of the night. That's what happened. And the whole bathroom went boom. And I thought, am I still dreaming? I said, oh, it was one of the surprises happening. So sometimes nobody was hurt. Okay, it was some windows got cracked on some houses from here. But it was like a symbol of, even if it's something that like shakes you up a little bit, there's something that I really would like to give as a New Year gift. Something I brought back 2003, first time I went to India. I had a great experience there of like when terrible things happen, or when we are suffering, or we have some kind of a period in our lives, there is a challenge, right? And I've felt a lot of these challenges in my life, and that's what I was there to find a solution for, how to deal with it, because I hadn't found anything. I really was looking. And my main challenge was to find the divine, or the seat of the divine, the point of the divine. If there is any, then I need to find it. I discovered it through the loophole of that which was bothering me, the challenges in my life. And I saw that at the rock bottom of every challenge was a gift, and that I was missing the gift every time because I couldn't face the challenge. I didn't know what to do with it. The only thing I knew to do was to escape it. And I became an expert in trying to find some good escape routes that was not harming. So I never took into drugs and alcohol and these things. But still, as I was going into deep meditations, and I've always been a spiritual person, I still hadn't found what I was looking for. And it was there the breakthrough came. As there was a physical, mystical, I guess you would call it, but for me it was a physical light coming in, like a ball or a sphere of light that came in. At that time I didn't know that this was something, a mystical part of the oneness movement that was happening there. At that time they weren't speaking of that, but I received that mystical experience. And it came through the head, and what happened as it entered into the body through the presence of my teachers then, they were giving this blessing, a gift of the divine blessing, saying that everyone will receive what they need. And my teachers are Sri Amma and Sri Bhagwan in India, and they were giving this blessing to everyone. It was like, I think it was about 150,000 people, something huge. So we were just a few Westerners, but I knew what I was looking for, and I was ready for receiving the gift, because I had painted myself into a corner in life. You know how it is, the escape routes, it's out, there's no more escape routes, I gotta find it. So as this light, this ball of light came in and expanded, it was very alive, it carried with it a witness. So it was a seeing also. It was a seeing of everything that was in the identity of who I saw myself as. So that identity was put into focus without having to change it. And I believe that is called unconditional love. I've discovered that many years later because I said, what is this? Right? What is this? It is a seeing without having to change what is there. And an embracing or a holding or a loving energy. That was the most fantastic experience this body has ever experienced. The only other time I've had that experience was when I had a near-death experience when I left this body. That's happened twice for me. I left this body and I went into a dark tunnel and something had happened to the heart and I went into the light. And light beings came out of this light. And these were my family, they said. Or I knew it. We talked telepathically. And I said, oh, this is a more intelligent part of me. Let me in. Because this, when you experience this light, this presence of a seeing, loving, it's not the kind of love that we have here, that we experience here on our planet. We feel love and joy and happiness when there's a reason for it, right? But when there is no reason for it, it's just given you. Hopefully, we can experience this without dying. But when I received this gift through my teachers or through this experience that was given at that time, the only closest thing was that near-death experience. That be touched upon by that light. And the ancients spoke of this presence of light, that there is a golden light, that as we evolve in our consciousness, we can touch upon this. So, I think even the Bible talks about, in the beginning there was the sound, and then there was the light. I'm not good at quoting texts at all, sorry, but paraphrasing really big time. What I'm getting to is we're going to do something that belongs to the ancient technology of consciousness called sacred sounds or sacred mantras. A mantra is a sound that has been repeated for generation to generation. So it doesn't matter how you spell it. That's a left brain thing. It's the sound of it that matters. And the first time I experienced that was in the 1980s. I was brought into this weird place, I thought. It was called an ashram. And they were sitting singing there. And the nice thing was that I was given an experience without having an explanation of what it is. It was just something I sat and just listened. I thought I listen and then I'll go and do something else. But as I sat down and I just listened, oh, that sounds nice, and I think I'll just sing along. And something happened in my heart that resonated with what I believed or felt was the divine. An experience that was not in the intellect, in my head. I had read so many books. I wanted the experience. And I recognized it resonated something. Since then, I've been having huge passion for what we call mantras. And I thought when I moved back to Sweden, I'm going to open a big center and we're going to sing mantras. And I've tried that. At least I have the nice carpet. I have a center and I have a passion still for the mantras. I thought people come, like thousands of people would just come and just have this experience. But I think that in these times, we don't have to flock to a place like a concert. But it would be super cool to have that. And to sit and be in our own process and to have guided processes. It's still a kind of a dream I have. Because it's not just a concert, even though I have my favorite mantra concerts that I go to. I have this vision that people can really come and go deep inside and to have a shift into this awakening, into the true essence where this is cracking. You know, inside of us, we have this identity that comes from the thoughts and the feelings that we identify with. And these thoughts and feelings is just something that is flowing through our brains. And because we are connected to the big one brain. And through there, all of this mistaken identity appears in us. And we all have had different experiences in life. That's what we call our brains are different wired. And I believe that's why it's different timing for everyone for this awakening to happen, because of the experiences we've had, all the way from our mother's womb, being inside our mother's womb, to our childhood, and all these different factors that affects how we view the world. So it's not a psychological process, this is. It's not like, oh, you can just change your thinking. No. There needs to be something else happen. There needs to be something called divine intervention. Like, you've heard the concept of karma, right? What you give out comes back to you. It's just a golden rule. It's not coming from some religious beliefs. It's just how it is. Like you throw up something, the same thing comes back. I mean, if you throw it up, please don't come down. Please, please don't come down again. Oh, I did anyway. So this karma thing is just how this world that we live in, it's made like that, right? But this divine intervention, it's more like a stick in the wheel of karma, because karma is just keep like that. As you go deeper into studying this subject of the karma, what you give out comes back to you, you go, it's completely impossible to get out of with the mind, or trying to manipulate yourself, or trying to only think good things, or to only do good deeds, which you could manage to do, but we're still part of the collective human consciousness. And so, okay, I'll go out and tell people to be good. Well, okay, so the religions started, different religions. Okay, be good, be good. No, this wasn't. No, you be good this way. No, you be good that way. Oh, we're in a big mess, right? So, this divine intervention, it's an inside job. Yes. Oh, yeah. So, that's why utilizing this new technology of internet is super for this. We can actually be together like this and have like a satsang and do the sacred mantras and have guided processes, and we'll do it like this online. I'm in my sacred room in my home in Ramlösa. It's a sacred, I have to say it's a sacred place, because it is. We have a freshwater spring 90 meters under our feet here. And my center is 1 minute into the park. It's a mystical, magical Harry Potter park where the trees are talking to you. I'm not exaggerating. I usually hug trees and talk to the trees. It's not uncommon for me. But as I moved in here earlier this year, midsummer this year, I experienced many mystical things here with both the little cute animals and the trees. It's magic to be here. So I'm thinking, because I stopped traveling. I used to travel the world for 16 years, so world over, to share my passion about oneness and about this consciousness and about sacred mantras. I thought, I'll be traveling right here now, because this is also an opening to other dimensions. When the presence of the sacred water under our feet, there is like a portal. So I call this place Ramlösa, Portal of Light. You're always welcome if you happen to be in the neighborhood to come and join me for any courses I have here. But I will keep doing these kind of programs online, because people are not traveling so much, and we should maybe travel less, but we can travel to our phone or our computer. We can be together like this. So I have my studio also here in Ramlösa, and I can also live broadcast here from this divine room. I have 3 big, huge pictures of light that is living lights here in front of me, so you are in good company there where you are at. Every being on this planet has this light inside. And the light is equal to awareness, right? It's an awareness, seeing, witness, and also a capacity of that unconditional love, which is a big word to put into your mouth. Because as human beings, we are not wired for that. We need help. We need divine intervention. So, as you know, we have our consciousness, which is what we know, but we have our unconscious, which is something we don't know about. And under the unconscious, we have the superconscious, or the supreme light inside of us. So we need to, sooner or later, and why not sooner, go into this journey to discover that happiness for ourselves. It is a journey. So as long as we're breathing, we can be on this journey. Many people want to be in a physical body. It's a huge thing to be incarnated on this planet right now. Enjoy this journey of discovering. And what I learned that first time I went to India when the light came in was to not be afraid to meet the challenges, the suffering, the shadow sides in me. The part of me that is sinking to the bottom of the ocean going, I can't do it. I've been there so many times. And I saw at the very bottom of those challenges, there is a ticket, a winning ticket that we are missing every time we don't go into the journey through our unconscious to get that ticket in our head. So in other words, if we are like an iceberg, we are just conscious of this, and as the misfortune happens or whatever happens that we're coming to this suffering, what do we do? We need to take a journey into the unconscious to experience that supreme light, the superconscious inside us. Because that is that light I'm speaking of, that all people love, that coming back from the near-death experience, they speak of this light, the light of the great compassion, all-in-compassion love, witness, what to say, what words to use. You know, we are limited, but I'm speaking, gotta use some words. When you experience that light, it is like you are on a boat now, on this journey, through your unconscious. You'll be fine. Just keep focusing on this light. We have created some kind of hell for ourselves because we don't know how to reach that superconscious, that supreme light inside of us. And there are different boats we can take in this ocean of the unconscious that is also connected to the collective unconscious. So you can realize now that we're in a lot of trouble. Unless we do this, we got to get on that boat. It's a life-saving boat. So, we're going to get into such a boat today, now. Yes, it's time to go into the boat. The boat has docked. So, just to share with you before we go into this boat, there are different ways that you can reach the superconscious. And my favorite way, and the easiest way, is what we're going to do now. And that is utilizing a sacred sound. Singing a sacred mantra. It will penetrating into the cells in your body as you sing it. It starts vibrating So it affects the cells, the muscles, the organs in you. As you repeat it for some time, it starts vibrating in that. And it also affects the chakras. Chakras are energy centers that is connected to the physical body. It goes into the prana body, our energy body. And the prana is carrying our life force. If we don't have prana body, we have no life. So our breathing and our life force is called the prana body. And the prana goes into the bloodstream. So this focused sound is going in to remove the toxins in the prana body. The toxins is the negative emotions, the negative thought patterns that got a hold of your brain, that makes you look in the world from that perception. Your picture of reality is governed by the thoughts until you break loose into that false identification. So what the brain is receiving information. Right? It just needs information. It's like a huge computer, just getting information. Where does it get information? From your heart, from your feeling, from your experiences. So our heart, in the Eastern traditions, is called the heart is the governor. It's the king. It's the one that rules. But we see it because we are more intellectual here, and we feel and we see that our thoughts are coming from it. Yes, thoughts are coming from the brain. It appears that's where it's manifested, but it's getting the energy from the different experiences we've had in life that we have not been able to digest, or that we have created belief systems from. Right? So our body cells, our bodies are carrying all the experiences we've had in life, and thus the brain is like looking, okay, we have this picture of reality. It can totally change. This is the good news. And the easiest way to change this complicated matter is to penetrate this picture of reality, the thoughts, the feelings that is happening inside your world picture, with the sacred sounds. And these are different names of the divine. So when we say divine intervention, however you understand that, an intervention from a higher consciousness, from that light within you, your essence, where you feel completely loved for who you are. No change needed. Right? That's what we're longing for in all our relationships, in all our situations, whatever is happening in our lives. This is what we long for. And what we're looking for is right inside of us. Once we find that, a bridge between our heart and our brain, we automatically become very happy and content. We become beings that don't want something from somebody else. It's the nicest thing that can happen to anybody. When you feel that fulfillment inside. Of course, we need food to eat or sleep or whatever it is, practical things. But we have emotionally, spiritually, mentally, something we have found. Once that has been found, we start sharing from that platform inside. We share our lives. I believe this is the birth of 2020. That's the news. There was a news show that I used to watch called 2020 when I lived in America. I always like that. Oh, what's the news? This is the news. You want to discover that? Don't you want that? Don't you want to stop looking? What are you looking for? If you look inside, you're looking to be fulfilled. And you think, oh, if I get that, I'll be fulfilled. But once you get that, you look for something and, oh, that was okay, that was nice. Thank you very much for like half an hour. And then you go, but now I want this. Isn't it? So that's like a loop. You're not going anywhere. So we're going to go into something that can really help you to be fulfilled. It's magic. All right. And the other things that you can do, except mantras, is you can do prayer. You can speak, have a dialogue, have a relationship with this presence inside of you. We call it prayer, but you can call it anything. And receive a blessing from someone who has this. It's called a divine intervention. A being like an avatar who's been sent on the planet to give this. That would also help. To be around the sacred platform. It's contagious. But it's also good to have clarity. Right? Remember what I said, like when I came down to India, I'm just like looking to. So our left brain might need clarity. What do you need to do? The first time I received divine intervention was with a voice. If I can say voice of God, I would say that. So I said that. It was divine intervention that said, don't be afraid to meet your inner suffering. So my path was set. That was February 2002. And it led me to where I am today, and will keep going until I'm no longer breathing in this body. As long as we're breathing, we keep growing. And what you can bring into 2020 is your connection into that light within you. Because then you can meet anything. That would be the greatest gift. That is like winning the lottery. Not like I used to pray, please remove this suffering from me, remove this pain, or help me with. Yes, that is putting a bandage on it. But you want the surgery? You want to go in and just have it done? Then you need to ask your light a different way. Help me be aware of what's happening inside me without escaping. And then you can go into a sacred mantra. What to do. I'm going to introduce some processes for you now, so you can try this. These mantras that we're going to be singing today, I picked from a CD that I recorded that is on my website. If you like it, you can also listen to, because I'm going to share this satsang online. But you might not want to like fast forward to where we sing. And if you want to just have this mantras, you can. You have them there on the CD. These mantras were given an experience in India. I was in a dark room for 5 days and 5 nights. And it was to prepare me for an initiation to give that sacred light through the eyes, which I do every Tuesday on this channel for free. And you're welcome to join in for that. It's live broadcast, it's never recorded. We will not do that here because I would like to leave this recorded up. But on these 5 days, these gods and goddesses, even Christ showed up, and other beings in my room for that matter, animals. It was an adventure. I could write a book about those 5 days. But what I brought with me from there, each being gave me a mantra that was repeated. That I was, see, when you're in a dark room, you don't know if the eyes are closed or open. So your brain starts producing something called DMT. So you start seeing your inner world. So it could be past lives, it could be your belief systems, it could be anything. It could also be some gifts of some other beings coming from other dimensions coming. There were golden balls flying into my third eye. There was all kinds of things happening. And I found myself sometimes up running in the room, and I realized I'm running in one place. But I looked down at my at my hand, and I was a tiger. And I knew I'm in this room at the same time. I haven't lost consciousness. I haven't lost my mind. I know I'm in the room in India. I'm in a cave. So these that we're going to sing, and I recorded this mantra called Bija mantras because each mantra had a seed. Bija is very powerful mantra. So I recorded many mantras CDs. But this one carries the most power because there's no music in it. It's just, we call it medicine for transformation, because it is that kind of vibration that it changes something in the blood in the body. It's a healing. Each one is a healing, and it brings different things. So, if you're interested, they are there to listen to. But I thought we'd go into the experience now. So you can just close your eyes, because when it comes to repeating a mantra, especially Bija mantras, they're very simple. So it's not like you have to memorize a long words. You can just listen, and then you sing along with me. I will guide you into this process. And it's more important that you look inside your own life. And then you can just go into the boat of the Bija mantras, to go into the sound, the sacred sounds, and allow for that to be carried through your body. Let go. Just let go of it. Like you leave the shore, we are taking up the anchor, and we are on the boat to the supreme light. This will take us into the light. So have your eyes closed and relax your body. Feel that your body is heavy and relaxed. Just be aware of your feet and relax your feet. Your legs. Relax your legs. The more you can relax, the better and easier it is for a mantra to just enter and do its work. It's medicine. So the more we are relaxed, the better. You have to do absolutely nothing. Just be aware of your legs and relax your legs as much as you can. Be aware of your hips, your buttocks, your pelvic region, and relax. Be aware of your stomach, your back. Relax. Your chest, your shoulders. Relax. Your arms and hands and fingers. Relax. Your neck and throat. Relax. Your whole head and your face. Relax. Relax. Allow the body to breathe the way it wants to breathe. Now what you're doing is called a Vipassana meditation, a very simple meditation you can do every day. Just sit down in your busy day, find a few minutes, and just still the body, be aware of the body, and allow it to relax. So nice it is. Especially once you're connected to that presence in your heart. You will actually get energy, just like we plug in our mobile phone to get energy, to load the battery. You can do this Vipassana to load the battery. Put the focus now in your heart. And the heart region is where you can most easily connect to the supreme light, that sacred platform inside you, the superconscious, the part in you that is the essence that bring you that love that you're looking for, that fulfillment, that joy, that happiness and peace, stillness, whatever it is that you're looking for in your life. As you connect to this part, it's a higher intelligence inside. There are many beings that are connected into this light. You can call them your angels, you can call them your light beings, your light family. But you have help. You have help in there. You're not alone. You're never alone. Just connect into this. Whatever is happening in your heart right now, that's what's important. Nothing else is important. Whatever is going on in you, just get used to connecting into your heart. Because that's what the brain is doing. Even science recently have discovered that there are neurons in the heart that is similar to the neurons in the brain, and they are communicating. So there we go. Each mantra that we're going to sing now, you can also opt to listen. It has effect also to listen. So there are different effects for listening, for singing it loud, or for whispering. The very most powerful way to repeat a mantra is to repeat it silently inside. Then it goes straight into the Supreme Light. But we might need some practice first. So you might not be able to do that right away. The easiest way when you're a beginner is to repeat it out loud. And really, it doesn't matter if you can sing or not. Truly. You sing anyway. And you can just repeat it for as long as you want. We'll keep going for some time. And then we'll go into whispering it just a little bit so that you will just get the hang of that. And then just a little while repeat it silently inside, just so that you can feel the difference. You might be able to touch upon that deeper essence in you as you learn to repeat it silently inside. It's really amazing. Okay, so since we brought up the tiger, we're going to do a mantra that is calling upon a goddess that is fearless. So this is a divine feminine that is riding on a tiger. And she is a giver of protection, this mantra. See, a mantra is not a technique, it's a living thing. So as you start repeating the mantra, it becomes alive in you. So who is this mantra that we're going to sing? It's this divine feminine riding on a tiger. She gives safety. She gives protection. She gives strength. And with her in you, you can meet any fears, any challenges, any difficult times that you have. And where she's riding, where is she taking you? You can sit on the tiger right behind her. She brings you into enlightenment. All mantras have that as their destination. And they're helping us in this journey to move fully into that light, to move into the challenges of our unconscious and the collective unconscious. So, we'll go on this boat together with this tiger and this mantra and this divine feminine. She's called Durga. So we're going to call her name, and that divine name will go into our prana body, will go into our bloodstream, into every part of our body, bringing that medicine of transformation, a healing energy to remove the fear. If any of your sicknesses comes from psychosomatic, psychological reasons, it will be removed. Any fear will be removed with this mantra. Om Dum Durgaye Namaha. The Bija mantra here is Dum. that is what is carrying the power and opens up explosively for Durga to come in. So Om is a bija mantra, Dum is a bija mantra, and Durgaye is the divine feminine on the tiger. And Namaha is I bow to you, I welcome you to come inside. Thank you. I'll start singing it, and you keep your eyes closed, and you can just sing along with me when you feel comfortable. And there's a blessing that comes with listening and singing to this mantra. Om Dum Durgaye Namaha. 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 And now whisper the mantra. Om Dum Durgaye Namaha. 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 And now repeat it silently inside just a few times. And keep your eyes closed and give gratitude to the presence in your heart. No matter what is happening in your heart, give gratitude. And after you have given gratitude, just swallow. As we swallow, we reach the parasympathetic nervous system. And when we swallow it, it is ours. It's a gift. It's a blessing for you from your Supreme Light. It will stay with you, this mantra. Give gratitude and just swallow. It's yours. And you can stay with your eyes closed. And we're going to continue this journey. We're going to bring in another mantra into our boat and singing into the Supreme Light to receive a gift. Because as we are singing the mantra, the Supreme Light, it is listening and bringing that blessing into us. So, in these times where we need to have access to abundance in our lives, prosperity and abundance is our divine right. I had a great teacher many years ago who taught me this. And my journey started there, to start depending on the divine as the giver of abundance, the giver of prosperity, to depend on this presence inside to help out. It will always work out if you don't worry about the abundance that is needed, the prosperity that you need. And it's everything from money that you need, from relationships, from anything that is needed for your life to work out. So this is the goddess, another divine feminine that is coming with this, of Lakshmi. She brings wealth, abundance. She brings beauty, richness. She brings all the beautiful things in life that you can enjoy. Enjoyment in your life. So you can ask for anything right now and go into your heart as we're going to sing. She sits in this beautiful lotus flower, and she has a beautiful swan. That's her power animal that is swimming there in the pond where she's at. And she can sit in any muddy water. So even if your life is really muddy right now, this goddess don't mind. She's in a lotus flower. She's sitting there. She's in all her beauty. And she's bringing diamonds into your life. So as we start singing, you just let go of your worry and the muddiness and focus on the light of beauty, and to receive this wealth, abundance, prosperity in your life for what you need, and relax into the light. I'll start singing it, and you can sing along as you feel comfortable. Om Shrim Klim Mahalakshmiye Namaha. 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 and whisper the mantra. And now repeat it silently inside yourself. And keep your eyes closed and give gratitude to that presence, the divine feminine that gives abundance inside your heart. Give gratitude, and after you've given gratitude, you swallow, and it's your gift. She will stay with you. It's yours. Your physical body, your parasympathetic nervous system is accepting this vibrational medicine that was just given to you, whether you listened to it or you sang along. We can utilize these laws of the physical bodies and our energy bodies to create happiness, to make a change in the thought and feelings and consciousness that we are experiencing, to bring in our highest potential as a human being. You can keep your eyes closed if you like. We're going to keep on this journey to have another mantra. And this is a mantra that was brought to me in the dark room. It was the last being, divine being, that came and visited me. And he came from heaven. And he had a big cape on him. And he seemed to be flying through some higher heavens. And he was beautiful. He came through the roof. I sure did not expect this. And he stood in front of the bed. I was sitting on the cot at that time. And he had a big lion next to him. And it was Lord Jesus Christ. He was very powerful, filled with love and light and presence and joy. And he winked at me because I probably looked like, I just didn't expect that. It came unexpected. So I probably had my jaw drop there. And he winked at me and he said, I told you I'd come back. I said, oh, the second coming, here we go. He was very humorous and I was stunned. So after a while he said, do you mind if I sit down? I said, oh, of course. So he sat down next to me on the cot. And I noticed the lion was so nice. And I said, yeah, remember? The lion used to be a friend. And somehow memories started coming back when I knew, perhaps I knew Christ or I knew him in his light form, or I'm not sure, but I definitely knew this lion that was with him. And he said, this lion can take you on journeys. And you might need it in the times to come. And he can take you back in time and he can take you anywhere you want to go. So at that time I was missing my family. And I said, I want to go and see my children, my family. I've been gone for some days now. So he took me on the journey. I went home. I went to every room. I saw my children were there and I said, they're fine. And we went on other journeys in the world and he took me back in time and he took me to Egypt and he took me into the pyramid. This was a very powerful mantra. And the funny thing about this mantra was that you would imagine, since it was Lord Jesus Christ, that he would come with some Christian song or something. But I guess that was not his plan. But that was not the Christ that I knew, maybe. He sang this mantra. It has many bija mantras in it. And I remember I started singing it after he left so that I would remember it. And that's when I got the thought in that I should record these, if nothing else for my own memory's sake, to remember these mantras that had come to visit me as beings, as divine beings these 5 days. And the crown jewel of them all came as he came in and he sang this Ganesha mantra. Ganesha is a divine being that removes hindrances. He's seen with an elephant head, so he can remove any hindrances in our lives. So Christ came and said, this is a powerful mantra, I want to sing it for you. So he sat there in the bed next to me. And he sang this song that we're going to sing now, this mantra. And it carries tremendous power to remove any hindrances that you have. And the trick when it comes to a hindrance is to not resist them or fight them. Don't fight them. There is like a softness with any hindrance. The first time I went into a sacred temple in India, it was called the Oneness Temple. It was after the grand opening, and there had been some damage made to this grand sacred temple. But for some reason, I was let in to go in there by some strange miracle. Me and a friend were taken in there, past the guards. And what was given at that time, as we came up to the top floor, I felt I was in a fairy tale, because the white marble, and I was drawn to this big wall. Strangely enough, it was just one big wall, and it's right behind the north entrance to the top floor, where later my teachers used to come into this doorway, and on this other side is this wall. I went up to this wall and I touched this wall with both my hands. I said, this is the most beautiful, beautiful wall I have ever felt. And the divine inside me said, this is any hindrances in your life, relate to it this way, the way you are feeling this wall, because you will hit many walls on your journey in life. Sorry about this, so we'll continue. I have no idea where it was left off, but let's move into the next bija mantra. So have your eyes closed. I think I did a little introduction about this bija mantra, so whatever was there, I'm sure that is fine. It is a very powerful bija mantra to remove any hindrances. So whatever hindrances that you have in your life right now, just see it like a smooth, beautiful wall, a sacred wall, and just put your hand on this hindrances that you are facing. And we call upon the light through this mantra, through this sacred mantra, to take us into the light, no matter what hindrances are on our way. I start singing it, and you can sing along as you feel like it. Om Gram Grim Graum Ganapataye Namaha. 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 Now whisper this mantra. Om Gram Grim Graum Ganapataye Namaha. 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 And repeat it silently inside yourself. And keep your eyes closed. And give gratitude. Give gratitude to that presence of light that can help you through any hindrances. Your job is to just be aware of them. Call upon the light and say, help me be aware of this. I go into the boat seeking divine intervention for dissolving or solving this hindrance. And then you swallow. As you swallow, you are connecting into the parasympathetic nervous system in your body so that the good medicine of transformation that has run through your prana body into your bloodstream can also be affected into your nervous system. And then, as you feel comfortable, you can open your eyes. Maybe you already did. It's good when you go on a journey to open eyes sometimes, so you don't fall asleep. Now, we're going to do one last blessing. And this is for the new year. For you to take an intention for your new year. And whatever surprises are coming our way, if you see that everything is bringing you that grace. Grace is that stick in the wheel of karma that we spoke about. Like, even if negative things has come out of you or out of your unconscious or your the collective unconscious of us, right? Because we are all affected. We are depending on each other. So if some negativity has come out of us, it doesn't have to come back to us as negative. That is the role of grace in our lives. That is the stick that goes to stop the wheel. You know, you have a wheel spinning. Poof. Next year will be a year of grace. So there will be surprises, because you know when things come in your life that is a challenge, they usually come unannounced, isn't it? You don't have, oh no, bad things are coming. It's like bad weather, comes from our unconscious. So it might be some surprises coming, but if we know how to access grace, we are the jackpot winner. We have the highest lottery winners. So this is what the next blessing will be about. It's a blessing for that divine intervention. It is like a phone number you can call. Want you on the line right now? want that divine intervention. So there is such a mantra. It's a very powerful mantra. You might know it. And I have recorded many CDs with this mantra. It's called Mula Mantra. And my favorite recording of this mantra is called Mula Mantra Meditation. It is very nice music producer who put it together, that also put a pulse to balance the right and left brain. So it's of all the CDs, except the Bija Mantras, maybe then I like that one too, because it's to the point. But musically, he did a fantastic job on this. So I really want, if you want to learn the mantra is there also, and the meaning of it. And it is like a phone number. You can listen to it. You can go to sleep to it. It's very nice. And it's protecting you. And it also brings you higher intelligence, because it speaks of what is the divine, or what is God, what is the superconscious, what is the supreme light, and who am I? You start cracking that. Your true identity start coming in, because you're calling on that. So as you make a wish for next year, you can make a wish for anything that you want. And then you see it as if it's happening now. And you can do this with this mantra anytime during the day. Anytime you can use this mantra like that. Anything. You sit in front of your, if you have an altar, if you have a sacred place, or if you have a sacred pillow, or somewhere where you feel you can be in divine communion somehow. And then you can sing this mantra. You can call upon all those good energies into your life. And it's like a phone number. It's like, okay, I hear you. Every part of that comes to you. So that it's the most powerful mantra I know of, for sure. So we'll sing that together, or you can listen to it either way. So you can close your eyes now and make an intention. What is it you want? And you can see it in a picture, or have a feeling of it, as if it's so now. So this is your guiding light for next year. This is the things. It could be more things you want than one, but take one thing at a time. And it's easier if you just pick one thing. But if you have possibility of focus, you can have more. And then you receive this mantra as a blessing. You can listen to it, or you can sing along. Om Sachitananda Parabrahma Purushottama Paramatma Shri Bhagavati Sameta Shri Bhagavate Namaha. Om Sachitananda Parabrahma Purushottama Paramatma Shri Bhagavati Sameta Shri Bhagavate Namaha. Om Sachitananda Parabrahma Purushottama Paramatma Shri Bhagavate Sameta Shri Bhagavate Namaha. Om Sachitananda Parabrahma Purushottama Paramatma Shri Bhagavate Sameta Shri Bhagavate Namaha. Om Sachitananda Parabrahma Purushottama Paramatma Shri Bhagavate Sameta Shri Bhagavate Namaha. Shri Bhagavate Sameta Shri Bhagavate Namaha. Shri Bhagavate Sameta Shri Bhagavate Namaha. Shri Bhagavate Namaha. Shri Bhagavate Namaha. Om. And give gratitude for this gift, this divine intervention given to you from inside your very heart, the light within you, your very essence. At any time you can go into your divine, keep a bond with it and talk to it, communicate with it. Share in your heart what you need, anything you need. You can just call upon their presence. This mantra carries a tremendous power of calling upon that presence in every aspect of it. This is who we are, our essence, our light, bringing us into our true identity as a human being on this planet, moving into this new time of 2020 and beyond. A portal into the light. Welcome the new into your life. Let go of that which no longer serves you. Anything from the past that you feel, I am done with this now. Thank you very much. I am finished with this now. Let it go. Move into the light. Be ready to experience life as it happens to you. Every experience carries a gift with you, to you. So, after you give gratitude, you swallow, and then the parasympathetic nervous system has accepted this as yours. It's part of your prana body, your bloodstream, your organs. It's vibrational medicine into you. Then when you feel like it, you take a deep breath and you open your eyes in your own time. I sure have enjoyed this New Year satsang with you. It's been a while since I had a satsang. I have a Facebook group called Annette's Web-Satsang. You're welcome to join that. There I give posts whenever I have a satsang. For next year I'm going to start giving more satsangs and to share different processes and news and just hang out together because it's a great joy for me to do. And I will also keep giving the Supreme Light meditation on Tuesday evenings. It's at the same time. It's at 8 o'clock in Swedish time. So it's different time zones that you can tune in, but it's never recorded, so you have to tune in live for that. And if you want to, you can tune in to this channel. I will have a Supreme Light meditation on New Year's Eve. So there you can receive that very potent, powerful laser blessing from the divine through the eyes to meditate with the Supreme Light. That's what we'll be doing New Year's Eve 8 o'clock Swedish time, you're welcome on this channel. I will soon post a link to it. This satsang will be posted, and I will ask for help to put it together into one. I'm sorry that maybe it was some technical difficulty in the middle of it. I want to also welcome you to web courses that will come beginning of next year. I started recording them. It seems we've been looking for different ways to share these web courses, but it's difficult with a paywall. So I have recorded some really nice ones, both with the group in my own language and on English. And these are very deep going web courses. It's a 4-part series called Oneness in the Body, where I bring up very deep processes and teachings that can help you to cross that water of the unconscious. It is focused on both the physical body, on the mind, and our different energy bodies, and our consciousness, and how to grow in our awareness, and how to land into the supreme light. It's going very deep in each subject, so if you like this satsang, you might really enjoy those 4-part series. And I'll keep recording that because I have lots of ideas. I've written a couple of books and I love to write, but it takes a long time to write. So I feel this media of recording, and I like this channel very much. So I'll probably keep this channel live stream, even though it's some high costs for those of us who have this. I feel the quality of this is good, so I want to keep giving here my free programs, and maybe I will arrange somehow if there's someone who wants to give a donation. I'm very happy. I do have a PayPal for that. That can help me to focus on to keep giving these for free, because I like to connect like this. It's very special to give it live broadcast. There's something that happens in the phenomenon of us then. But this web satsang will also be recorded so that you can go back and listen to it afterwards. So with that, I want to wish you a very happy New Year, and I hope to see you on this channel on actually New Year's Eve. So welcome to be with me again. Love you so much. I really love being connected with you. I send all blessings from the heart. Love being together for next year. It's going to be super exciting. Lots of love, many blessings. Namaste. Thank you.